let's go ahead and get into this Sony article. For everybody on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like, that comment, that subscribe, all those love buttons. What's going on with you guys? We're here with another article. We got Sony boss admits forcing PC gamers into PlayStation accounts can invite pushback, but insists they have to keep gamers safe, which doesn't really track in a single player game, which is everybody's problem with it. It's going good. Thank you for asking. But that's everybody's problem with it in the first place. And a lot of the times people are buying single player experiences that they can't necessarily experience on the PC at launch, but they don't want to buy a PlayStation, so they're waiting for the PC port to come out. And they necessarily don't want to sign in the PSN or have a steady network connection for the license of the game through PSN, so that way they can play the game. It's a little redundant in a way. They just want to be able to play, whatever PSN game at the time on their computer or, handheld gaming device. So the Sony president, COO and CFO, Hiroka Totoki, acknowledged that the company's plan to push PlayStation Network's account linking on famously resistant PC gamers can invite pushback. Rather than offering these accounts, in his words, but the company is sticking to its guns and insisting that essential to ensure that anybody can enjoy the game safely. And I just don't understand what they mean by safely. Like, what do you have to be safe about? You gotta, put a condom on or something for this game that's coming out? Like, I just don't get it. So, further on, we'll keep going. It says, via the interpreter, Tokiki discussed the company's learnings in the Q&A portion of Sony's latest financial call. His quote, "We have learned a lot," he begins. "The way to face the issues regarding PC, for instance, the PlayStation accounts that we have offered will actually, by offering them, for instance, sometimes that tends to invite pushback. But for any live service games, in order to maintain order of the game so that anybody can enjoy the game safely, we need to create an environment conducive to that and, of course, enjoying the game freely." Which I can understand. If it's an online game, you're having it run on PlayStation's infrastructure, so you want a PlayStation to deliver a certain quality of online experience. I get that. But at the same time, when you're on a whole nother platform, whatever level of experience may vary, and everybody knows that about PC games already. So it's no reason to put that in, and I don't get what you need to be safe about. What you mean, controlling what people say or trying to moderate? I just don't get it. So let's find out some more, see if they answered the question in this article. It's a shorty, but it's a goodie. It says, having some restrictions may not call it a rule, but to ask the users and gamers to follow the manner. Those manners are very important, and we have to continue to seek the best way to achieve this. Despite some translation awkwardness, I've kept the exact wording of his interpretation, quote, to avoid any potential confusion, though paraphrasing. Though a smoother version of Tokiki's comment might be here. I'd maybe not call it a rule, however, I call it a rule, and we're getting to that. Okay, I get it. I understood it. So if you guys didn't understand it, that was just their explanation of what that man said. So this was easily the highest profile pushback to Sony's PC practice, and rare dip for a game that generally been a ginormous success for both PlayStation developer Arrowhead, and also clearly before and after the moment players were unhappy that the game was seemingly just doing fine, and then account linking chucked a wrench and had to mess it up from the outside. Like, it just made no sense. Like, we get your point, we get your argument that you wanted to keep us safe or whatever on your infrastructure. You have a level of quality you want to maintain and keep, but your level of quality was dookie compared to PCs. and nobody wanted to do it. They just wanted to keep on playing the game without having to log into some bull crap and do all of this and that. They just want to press play, get into a game. The game was a dad shooter, so it was meant for casuals in the first place. And then you're going to have casuals sign into a PlayStation Network account, even though they may or may not have one, and this, that, and the other. And it's just redundant. It's just too much of a hassle. People just don't feel like doing it. They just want to play the game. That's just my take on it. Let me know how you guys feel in the comment section below. This article was a shorty but a goodie. We got one more coming at you today. On the YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like, that comment, that subscribe, all them love buttons, and I will see you later, YouTubes. Peace.